Alright guys, so now I'm going to teach you how to install the Web Developer Starter Kit. I know a lot of people have seen this before or have done it before in another version. They might have seen the 2017, 2018, 2019 version. And now we're getting rid of the dates, we're not going to put in no 2019, 2018. We're taking that away because a lot of people think that if you take the starter kit that says 2018 or 2017, that's like super old. Guys, the starter kit does the same thing. Doesn't matter what version it is. If it doesn't matter if it's 2017, 2018, 2019, they're all doing the same thing. We're taking Sass, compiling it to CSS. We're taking JavaScript, compiling it to JavaScript, basically ES6 or ES plus, whatever, right? We're taking that and just converting it to regular JavaScript, ES5, that can work on any browser. Okay, that's it. That's pretty much it. That's what you're gonna do in this starter kit. Now, we're taking away the numbers. It's no longer 2019. What we're going to have is versions, okay? So if you go to my GitHub, you could go to codingphase.com, right? github.com/codingphase.com. Just like that. You come here and you'll see the first thing that's going to be there, and it's always going to be the first thing. And it's going to say Dev Starter Kit. So what I want you guys to do is just come here, click there on the Dev Starter Kit. Then from there, you're going to see a couple of instructions, and those instructions is what we're going to go over in this video. Okay, so I want you guys to come here, go to either clone it if you know how to use Git. If you don't know how to use Git, then download the zip file. Okay, let's download this. Okay, as you can see, it says Dev Starter Kit Master. Now, for some of you guys in Windows, when you double click on this, it's going to have the same folder inside. The one that you want to get is the one that has the files of assets, public, etc. Right? That's the one that you want to have. Now for Linux and for Mac users, it's just like what you're seeing on my computer. Once you unzip your file, you double click here and you have all your files here. So what I want you guys to do is come here, copy this, right, this whole folder, okay, and make sure you do it like this because there's gonna be files that are hidden. Okay, so if you just come here and say I'm just gonna drag whatever's inside of this, it's gonna give you errors because you're actually missing out files that you don't see here. They're actually hidden. So just come here, copy this Dev Starter Kit Master, come to wherever you put your projects. For me, I have it in projects. Okay, I'm going to come here like this and just paste it in. Okay, so I have Dev Starter Kit -master. Okay, now you can always download this a million times, right? What I will say for you guys, don't try to just keep one zip file and always go back to that zip file. Download it directly from GitHub every single time, because there's times that we fix little bugs or whatever new update is there. So you want to get to download the latest one. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is you're gonna double click in here. Okay, open up your terminal. If you are on Windows, open up your Bash Ubuntu, find the location of your folder. Okay, for me, because I have all of my files here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go cd home directory /projects, because that's where I have my projects, right? And then click in there, click ls, and as you can see, we have our folder there of Dev Starter Kit -master. So you're going to say cd and spell it exactly how it is, Dev Starter Kit -master. Okay, click ls. All right, we have our files here, and we're gonna do npm install. Okay, install all of that. All right, now the next thing that I want you guys to do is, if you are on Windows or you are on Linux or anything that's out there, or even Mac, if you have any issues, right, what I want you guys to do is come here and you're going to copy each command. Okay, you're going to copy this, go like this, copy. Okay, Once this thing is finished downloading everything, you're gonna come here, you're gonna paste this in, sudo npm install hard dash validator latest dash dash save dash dev. Okay, you're gonna put in your password. Okay, and it's gonna ask you for your password because you're using sudo, so that's why you want to put in your password. All right, give it a second. Okay, everything is good. You're gonna copy this. You're gonna use this version of Gulp, which is 3.9.1-G. If for whatever reason in the future we decide to use another version of Gulp or any changes, you will see it here on the instructions. Okay, you're gonna come here, you're gonna press enter after you copy it and you paste it. If you are on Linux or you are on the Windows Bash Ubuntu, what you got to do is you basically gonna click on the terminal and right click on your mouse. Okay, and that's how you're gonna be able to paste this in. All right, next thing you're gonna do, come here, copy that. You know, I'm using Command C. For those of you guys that don't know how to copy, use Command C, Command V. You know, I'm just trying to help you guys out. All right, so come here, sudo npm install webpack 4.25. That's .1, right? That's the version that we're using. Okay, and then we're also going to do the same thing for let's see, failed to execute, okay, and I believe this, the reason that I'm seeing this, okay, it says using needle for no pre-grip. Okay, the reason we are seeing this, I'm pretty sure, it says webpack % built, is because I already have this installed. Okay, so everything went through. It has the full webpack 4.25.1. Okay, and then come here, sudo npm install webpack. Okay, 3.1.2. Okay, everything went in good. And then now we're gonna say clear to clear this out. Now we're gonna come here and say npm run watch. So that's going to run the server for us, right? It's gonna use BrowserSync to load up a server, okay, just for us to do development in. And we're gonna have our styles and our webpack being compiled for us. Okay, and if we come here to Visual Studio Code, I'm gonna open this up, go to my projects, dev starter kit master, click on open. Okay, I'm here. You're gonna see we have this folders. We have the assets folder, we have inside of that JavaScript folder, and a SCSS folder. Okay, we also have a folder of public that has CSS, image, JavaScript, and we have an index.html file. Okay, when we work on anything with JavaScript, we're going to put it here on the JS, and whenever we want to work on anything with Sass, we'll put it inside the SCSS folder. Okay, so we have the JS and SCSS. Okay, now inside of the JS folder, you'll see we have components, and that means I already set up our React for you. Okay, you can start working with React right here on this first component. Okay, if you want to change this file or you want to load up multiple components, make sure you go to the webpack.config and come here and just add it in this location. So for example, if I want to load up another component, just come here, copy this, let's say paste it here. Okay, rename this. Of course you could write it yourself, but I'm just copying and pasting it. Okay, so let's say second comp. Okay, call this second. All right, come down here, change this to second, and this is just to show you guys how you can load up another component. Okay, come here, or another JavaScript file, because it doesn't have to be components. It's just any regular JavaScript file that you want to load up through Webpack. So let's say second comp. Okay, do this second comp. All right, I'm gonna save that, and then now what that's going to do is going to take the files that are here and compile it into our JavaScript file. Now, one thing that you're going to notice is that once the files get compiled, there's going to be an extra file called vendors and then tilde first comp. If you look over here, vendors first comp. So that's where your common libraries or common files are going to go. So let's say, for example, if I have first comp and second comp, they're both using React. Webpack is not going to come here and say, I'm going to put React inside of the first comp file and the second comp file. What it's going to do is going to take React and put it into its own library, okay, into its own common JavaScript file. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come here. We're going to say like this, let's say npm run watch. So I stopped the server from running by pressing Control-C. And then now I'm doing npm run watch one more time because I added a new file. Whenever you add a new file, you have to run npm run watch one more time. Now, one thing that you're going to see is that first comp is here, second comp is here, and then now the vendor says vendors first comp, second comp, okay, .js. And the reason why it's saying that is because both of these files are using this common file. So you have to add it to your index.html. As you can see, vendors first comp no longer is there. So we have to come here and say like this, vendors tilde first comp, then say second comp.js, save that. And then now if we go to localhost 3000, you see everything is working. If we did not have that, okay, we could say .js, save that, we will have an error because automatically the first comp file is looking for this vendors file and it doesn't have it. So we have to make sure that we have all the ones that, you know, all the names that are using this common file. Now you can always change this. There's a whole bunch of options that you can do with Webpack, and you could do a million different things, right? This is just a starter kit. This is literally giving you you know, a starter to start from, and then from there you could add whatever you want. You could even change this, instead of saying vendors first comp, second comp, name it to bundle, and that's it, right? If you want to do that, whatever you want to do. Okay, so let's move on. Now let's talk about Sass. So we come here to Sass, you'll see that we have one main file called styles, that's CSS. You could have all of your CSS here. If you want to break down your CSS, what I will say is to do it like this, underscore reset.scss, and then just import it on your main file. Okay, that's to have like one single file. Let's say if you wanted to do something crazy, I don't know, if you wanted to, instead of doing it like this, and you want to have individual files for every Sass that or every CSS that you have, basically let me comment this out, save that, and instead of having this underscore here, let's rename this to like this. Let's rename this to reset.scss. Now, because we have Gulp already set up for you, okay, if you look at the Gulp file, there's a Gulp file that says styles. We're looking at all of the Sass files within the Sass folder, okay, and any folder that's inside of the Sass folder that has Sass files, right? So we're gonna look at for all these files, take it and then compile it and put it into your CSS. Okay, so one thing that you will notice automatically, you see reset.css, styles.css, is because we have two files. Let me do this one time, npm run watch. Okay, and the reason that's happening is because we have two files that are named SCSS. So it's compiling it and then from there creating the CSS files for it. Okay, you know, that's something that you could decide if you want to do it like that. Me personally, I'd rather have just one file that loads up, and then I'll do it like this. Okay, save that, and let's come here. Okay, npm run watch. All right, and there you go. Now you could delete this because we're no longer gonna do it like that. Okay, you can also automate that. So let's say, for example, if you want to search for your own Gulp task that basically says, hey man, once I upload a file, I want you to delete the older ones. If you want to do it like that, you could do it. If you want to say something like, hey man, I want to do cache busting, you can also do that too, right? This is just a starter kit. This is just for you to get started. Like I said, okay, you could add a million options or add a million different tasks or whatever you want to add to your starter kit. Okay, so far we're good, right? I hope you guys are not lost or anything. So long as you are able to run your server, that means you're good. Everything is running for you, right? If you want to learn how to build your own starter kit, check out the Gulp course that I have on my website. Okay, and literally I go into details on how to do this yourself and set up your own starter kit. Okay, now if you just need this for whatever project you're working on, like, don't worry about it. You don't need to learn everything that's going on. Just focus on your JavaScript, focus on your SCSS, and just know how to import files for the starter kit to do it for you. Okay, that's it. That's all you really need to know. Okay, now another thing that's cool, because we're using BrowserSync, I can literally come here and say something like this. I'm using localhost 3000, which is the server where we're showing our website, which is this. Okay, let me open this up, and that's localhost 3000 if you see the URL. Now, because we're using good old BrowserSync, which to me personally I think is better than using something like hot module replacement. Okay, basically we can also have our website loading on our phone or on multiple devices. I could have a desktop here, I could have a tablet here, I could have a laptop here, and I could see all the devices refresh at the same time. Okay, so let's say, for example, I come here and I do a change on this dev starter kit. Let me see. Let's put in background red. Okay, I'm gonna save this to red. Okay, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna go to the URL. I'm gonna go to the URL that is set up here. It says local is for your computer, localhost 3000. External is this one, which is HTTP 10.1.10.197 port 3000. Now you have to be on the same Wi-Fi network. This is not going to work if you are in Zimbabwe and you know what I mean, like somebody's connecting to your computer through Zimbabwe. I mean, if you do some crazy VPN thing, maybe it could work, but to work normally you have to be on the same Wi-Fi network. And then now let's say I come here and I say, you know what, I want to save this and I want to make the background red. Okay, this is my Sass file. I'm gonna save it, save that, and there you go. As you can see, automatically it changes in all of your devices. So this is great. This is one of the reasons why I decided to go with BrowserSync instead of using hot module replacement, because personally I think is a better setup, and to be honest, it's easier for people to understand it and to set it up themselves. Okay, hot module replacement can be a little bit difficult if you have no knowledge of Webpack, and it's a headache, right? Also too, what's cool about the starter kit is that not only can you use it with, you know, this web developer starter kit, right? You can drag all of the files from here and put it into any backend. It could be C#, it could be C#, it could be Python, it could be PHP, it could be Ruby on Rails, it could be anything. Literally, you could take the starter kit and put it there. Okay, and by using a proxy, then you're able to change your website and see the live reloading and see everything that you need to see. So for example, I'm gonna show you something like this. So I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna open up, this is our fresh gear project. This is e-commerce project that I'm building right now. So I'm gonna come here and say Adonis serve -- dev. Okay, and this is just to show you guys, right? So you don't have to do this at all, but let me show it to you. So let's say you're using PHP, you're using Laravel, you're using Django, you're using Ruby on Rails, whatever it is. You have your local server already running. Okay, then you come here where it says BrowserSync proxy and change this to the current location of that server. For me, we're using Adonis.js, which is another Node.js project, but we're running it on 3333. So we say localhost 3333, okay, and then automatically this is going to proxy it. So if I wanted to proxy it, right, and I dragged all my files, right, and I do the npm install inside of that, right, I changed all the packages, and I'm going to do another video showing you guys how to do this, right? But this is just to set up the starter kit. I'm just showing you what's cool about the starter kit right now. Okay, we're done. We're installing the starter kit. You're done. Congratulations, you're done. Now you're seeing the cool things. Okay. So now the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna stop the dev starter kit, right? And then we're gonna come here and say npm run proxy. Okay. And as you can see, now localhost 3000 is showing me what's inside of localhost 3333. Okay, this is the same website. Okay, now my localhost 3000 is where I could see the live reloading and I could see the styles changes. Okay, now currently, because we haven't dragged all of our files, all I can show you is that when we do a change, right, we'll see. And also too, for example, if I come here, I refresh this, you'll see that we also have in our phone our Node.js, Adonis.js server running automatically. It's showing it to us. Okay, now if I was to come here and do a change, let me move this to the side, see if I could show it to you guys. If I was to do a change, let's say change this to white, right? Now you won't see the background of this changing because we haven't set that up yet. What you will see is the live reloading. Okay, we're going to do another video right after this showing you how to actually set it up into any server. Okay, so we're gonna come here and you're gonna see if I save this, it will also do a live reloading right there. Okay, let me save this one more time. You see, that's why the it works shows up moving, because it's actually live reloading at the same time, right? And it's doing the same thing on this device too. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Definitely, if you got any questions, follow me. Okay, now if you're looking for the older version for whatever reason of the starter kit, right, in the future, right, currently right now we're using, I'm gonna start this npm run watch. Okay, npm run watch, come to localhost 3000, you'll see we are on version 2. If for whatever reason you want to use an older version, you can always come back to GitHub right here and change the branch, search version 1.0. okay, and as you can see, you'll see the starter kit 2019. all right, and then you could just do the same process, download it, right? And that's how it's gonna be from now on. Now we're gonna have different branches there with the older versions whenever we do a change. And whenever I do a project, I would tell you, hey guys, I'm using version 2.0 as the starter kit, okay, or whatever it is that I'm using at the moment. All right, I'm saving this. As you can see, changes it to white. Cool. One last thing, if you want to use this for production, let's say, hey, I'm done with all of my files and I'm about to launch it to my website, okay, what you want to do is npm run build, and that would basically make all of your files minified and get your React ready for production. So you say npm run build. Okay, now this doesn't watch your files. This just basically, it compiles it, does everything, sets it up for you, and puts it in the same location that you would have had it for development, which is inside of your public folder CSS and your JavaScript, right? So if you look at this, you'll see that everything is minified, all right? And if you see your styles and your CSS, you see that everything is minified also, okay? So there you go, guys. You're ready to go. Only took us 25 minutes. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. It's your boy Joe, back at it again, CodingPhase.com. In the next video, I'm going to show you guys how to take the web developer starter kit and put it on any server, right? Ready for you guys to start doing some development. I'll see you guys later.